Some cars are a big deal. Other cars are just big. Deal with it, like this one. This is the Chevrolet Silverado LTZ 1500 Premium Z71. I think that's everything. It's a big name for a big car. Actually, forget car, forget ute even. This is a truck, a Chevy truck. It is as American as chrome and cowboys.
I can I'm headed for a land that's far away.
So the not so little truck on the prairie. Look at the size of this thing, 1.92 meters tall. That's 6'4" in American money, 5.9 meters long, and over 2 meters wide. Look at that. It's a hulking great machine. In fact, speaking of that, it's a bit of a Marvel blockbuster really, because yes, it's straight out of the USA, but it's also got a whole lot of Australian input. You see, when this truck rolled off the production line in North America, it was left-hand drive. But before it arrived at Giltrap North Shore, it stopped off in Melbourne. That's where the team who used to create Holden HSVs turned this from apple pie to pavlova. And no, I'm not trying to whip up any crowded house sort of debate. All I'm saying is that the steering wheel is now on the right side, so it's great for both sides of the Tasman. And they've done a slick job. It literally looks like it bought one, but you haven't lost any of the sort of Cheviness. You've still got double-decker glove boxes in this. I was going to say centre box, it's more of a carton. I reckon it'd fit more than 24 cans in there. Soft drink, of course. And on the subject of big capacity, this is powered by a 6.2 litre V8, 313 kilowatts and 642 newtons. There's a 10-speed auto and every bit of all-wheel drive gear underneath. As a result, this will tow 3.5 tonnes, 3,500 kilos. The numbers are sort of mind-blowing. Fit the 70mm tow ball and that becomes 4,500 kilos. The numbers are impressive in the deck as well. 760 kilos can go in this bed, which, speaking of beds, you'd easily fit a queen-size bed in there. This thing is huge. And this, by the way, is a world first, electric tailgate. And there's plenty of space in the cabin. Few cars have this much room for 5 people. And it is well equipped, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a mirror that can be turned into a screen. Well, speaking of views, the first thing you notice when you get behind the wheel of the Silverado is the view out the front. You sit right up there, you're eye level with most truck drivers. Another reminder of how big this truck is. Now, I should point out that it is not a city runabout. That said though, the Silverado is packed with tech to try and keep you out of trouble should you find yourself in the big smoke. I lost count at about 16 cameras. Would you look at these views? And then there's a blind spot alert system, which is, let's say, intriguing. It actually buzzes in either your left and right butt cheek to tell you which side you're about to get hit from. Sort of like a sixth sense. But for all the good vibes, urban driving will always be a squeeze. And this is just the 1500. They make 2 bigger versions of the Silverado. You see, you don't buy this truck to go to the supermarket. It's for taking stuff to the market or towing pretty much anything you want to tow. And there's no clean car rebate. This truck goes the other way. But for a 6.2 litre V8, it does deliver impressive mileage. When you're cruising on the open road, you can actually drop the fuel economy right down into the 9 litres per 100. I say I can, it's actually the car. There's some smarts at play like active cylinder management. But when all the cylinders are firing, that V8 sounds awesome. I don't mind admitting I'm a big fan of Yellowstone, and I gotta say right now, this truck is a ripper. But forget the cowboy fantasies. This is a real-life workhorse and built to do a serious amount of work, with the added bonus of being a comfortable drive. It really is in a whole other league than any of the other one-ton utes.